Come on. Okay. Now, let's see. Back to slowly progressing against the farming. I'm going to bring up random music. Okay, biggest issue I had was keeping my power generation running because I'm running out both of this one and okay, this one now is stopping. Those two, I must really keep an eye on those three ingredients. If I run out of those, my energy is going to crash. I can still turn on the Dyson Spheres, but I will have to shut off Ace of Harmony. This one is going over too. Main issue is that I don't have residue. Yeah, everything is a little bit messed up. I'm really counting on the T8 EoH Harmony to get everything I need. So I was making huge amounts of residue from Hypogen, but this one is burning a lot of stuff too. How much infinity? This one was almost 10 billions, now it's 8. Yeah, I lost half of the infinity. All of that for making residue. Okay, I got 1 billion residue now. So I think everything should be good. Now that I got that much residue. I'm going to recover whatever I have in here. Okay. Okay, I did get back a few resources, so the tech can reach. Okay, now the fuel is now crafting. I should be getting... perfect. This one is crafting. Space-time is the main issue, but now I have the residue. The other thing I needed was... oh yeah, I wanted to check DTP Gorge. Sorry. This one. Battery, okay, battery. I can't change the battery size because I don't have the upgrade for doing so. Now, I could start preparing this stuff too. Yeah, but I don't have those two. I could make batteries. I could make a bunch of batteries. But first off, I may recycle this one even. I don't know if I'm going to use this one or not. I'm keeping it here for now. I did it for a quest, but I don't think. Oh no. Over here. Like, those 3 are for white dwarf matter. Those 5 are for black dwarf matter. And next, I'm going to do Universium. I really wanted to speed up black dwarf matter production before getting into Universium. Thing is that the previous tiers, all you needed was the dwarf matter. But for those tiers here, you need to go through all of that. So it's going to take more. Anyways, those are the parts I'm still missing. Medium vacuum freezers. I have to upgrade or rebuild my vacuum freezers. I figured out those are quite messed up. So I was thinking on trying to rebuild those. There is a way of rebuilding those, like I can build those closer one to the other, but it's a little bit messed up. So probably should just copy paste. Yeah, instead of doing messed up things, I'm just going to simply copy paste this stuff. So one block, I think this is the middle. This one looks like the middle. Probably it is. I hope so. So this one goes probably here. And I didn't copy. Okay. Good. Yeah, I didn't copy it properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the middle was this one. So this one actually goes, no, no. Okay, that should work out. Let's see. Vacuum, mega vacuum freezers. Let's make 20 of those and then frost proof. Can you make 100,000? Maybe. You'll be able to do it. Okay, 12k crafted, probably enough. Okay, quickly making mega vacuum freezers. Molecular assembler being the bottleneck. Okay. That is still. Oh, and in the meantime, I did not even need those anymore. While I built those, whatever was being crafted completed its craft. Okay. Well, I have a couple more vacuum freezers now. Was going to make more, but I guess I don't. I did recently change the laser to UMV64 hatch. I'm not even sure how much power. Maybe those had more power earlier. I wanted to remove the lasers, but maybe the lasers I used were more powerful than UMV64. I need a UXV to get more powerful things. 2, 3. Clicked one twice, it should not be a big deal. Okay. Now I got a couple more vacuum freezers. Good. Heck, it doesn't. Nothing happens if it touches, but I really got it close without even trying. Lucky one. Okay, those are slowly crafting. Yeah, those motors should be restocked, but I should increase the restock. If it is making that many for those little parts, I should probably increase the restock to 1 million. And 10k at a time. Those two should be increased probably. And those are probably right. This one probably needs more. This one too. All of those are used a lot. Okay. Okay. Next time you should have the restock. Long list, it's waiting for this. Am I even crafting them? I used it to do a trick here to get those to work together in parallel, but now it's probably messed up. Okay, I know how to fix this. Give me a moment. Yeah, I did that to fix. That was a temporary fix to an old issue, which is no longer. Now remove. Okay, the things here are not properly sorted out. Okay, so this one, stop it. This one, cancel. Okay, storage. I'm going to clean up everything because I messed up things. So this one, yeah. Does it work now? Okay, now it's gonna work. This one was messed up. 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 Messed up. Okay, what are all of those work? Are those doing things one at a time? No, exotic. Okay, those were going to craft and now those are crafting, good. Those here, exotic, okay. Now I'm probably crafting too many exotic 5 generators. Got it right. Main network, this stuff, good. Also, I have to figure out where I lost my storage cells for black. Let's see. What? Okay, find. I don't know if I'm really crafting those. That's the thing. Exotic space time, space compression, exotic. I'm looking for exotic stabilization. Space-time compression, space-time compression, space-time compression. Time dilation, space. Okay, no. Space compression, space compression, space compression, space compression, space compression, space compression, compression. Okay, I'm not properly paralyzed, but I think that's the best way to paralyze for what I want. Now, so basically I didn't start crafting those. Start, good. Okay, those are working. I don't know if I will have enough of those or if I have to craft more. Those I will probably want more, regardless. Must be faster. Start. Okay. Now I have no idea of how many of those I'm actually crafting, but it should be alright. Now I figure out for iron singularities. I had a cell, I lost it. I lost this one. I think I put this one inside whatever thing by mistake. I probably put it somewhere in there. So, similarity. Yeah, I can't craft those two. I don't have the formatted version. But at this point, I'm going to still make those on demand, by hand. Maybe I got suggested by Error earlier about another way of doing it. Yeah, instead of that, I could do that stuff passively whenever nothing else is crafting. I'm a little bit afraid of running out of copper or iron if I did it this way. Like if I do that passively whenever nothing else is crafting, it's probably a good idea. But I don't know if I could possibly run out of stuff. So I could add here a stocking hatch with iron and I could just add this one with iron and copper. I don't think there are other things that require so much iron and copper, but I don't want to. Could mess up too many things. I'm not going to do that for now, at least. Now I'm low on energy, so I want to throw antimatter into A2 so it can be worked. Here it's super low on those. If I go below 20 millions, I'm going to stop the antimatter production. So, but theoretically it can craft on its own soon. I should double check here, 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 here. It should be okay. On here's antimatter. There's one here, here. So many of those. Some point those will overflow. I need 100 millions before those start to overflow into HU. But for now, I'm okay with... I mean, I'm starting to have too many for doing that manually. But I didn't want to set the covers in a way that then will need upgrade. Okay, that was a lot of antimatter. Okay, that should go to... that should go like to 2 exponent 20 probably with all of that. Right, and that's also going to eat a lot of UMB superconductor. Okay, now to get the tachyon rich. I have to make it start working like this. Okay, that way it gets prioritized. Okay, this one. Component assembly lines may have an issue. Probably clogged. Okay, this one is crafting, only needs outputs. This one is crafting too. Can I start a couple more of those? Nope. Oh, I have enough for 16. Alright. This stuff keeps moving too quickly. We'll have to start it with... Okay, did manage to start it. Okay. This one is basically crafting, but I'm also going to need 138 of those. Thing is that I don't know how many of those are already inside. Alright. What is this? Oh, they changed the texture of this thing. Cool. Alright. It's mostly assembly lines. Okay, mostly assembly lines before I can get another EoH harmony for black dwarf matter, and then I can start working on universe. Also, I think it took a little bit to get enough for fuel because it started by filling up this one. Still not filled up for those. But probably I should remove those at this point. The energy made by those is meaningless. Those assembly lines here. I should have multiplied a little bit more those patterns, but those are things I barely craft. So I didn't want to bother. I'm going to multiply more the higher tiers. Those Gallifreyer will be multiplied a lot. Those didn't make much sense to multiply those. One of those. Those are already multiplied. Okay. So okay, now starting. Now outputs are starting. Okay, done. Then what else can I do? Well, I could work on the gorge upgrades. Like I can do it, but I can prepare all of the parts. This one allows the ring. I can't build the ring yet, but I get bonus modules, I guess. The central ring. Yeah, this one is way too expensive. This one is expensive. Thing is that without the central ring, I have a little bit trouble with upgrades. Like, I can get the points for this one by removing this stuff, but then I can't get the points for this one. I was hoping to remove this one, use those points to get this one, build the ring, get the points from the ring for this one, and then I still don't have enough points to rebuy the things. Milestones. I can't burn more fuel now. I don't have any residue. Well, this one eventually will be done. It's quite a lot of energy, but not even too much. And that is like 2 fills up, antimatter fills up. Doesn't take too much. This one problematic, but eventually will be done. This one requires the ring. So I don't really know how to get those upgrades either. Okay, then battery. Thing is that getting batteries uses space-time. So I don't want to use space-time for batteries at the moment. I'm too low on space-time. I need all of it to go in there. Yeah, spatially. Should get some of this. Yeah, I don't have a residue. I really need this stuff for the antimatter to not crash out. Ouch. No, I have to start shutting off antimatter setups. I'm going to start from here. I want to shut off a bunch of those. I don't have enough antimatter. So, theoretically, if I do that, it should pull out everything. It doesn't. How do I empty it? Inputs. Oh, okay. The way to go is this. Okay, that shuts it off. Okay. And I'm going to shut off probably all of the things on this side because I really can't afford keeping this one running now. I did build those, I didn't think, like, I knew I was going to run out of ingredients. I was hoping not to, but I knew I was going to run out. Okay, this way I can shut off all of those, and in the future at some point I will. Hello? What? What the heck is this? Oh no. What happened? Oh no. Did those actually void or recover? Okay, I have no idea what's going on with SFM. Does the copy paste actually... Does the copy paste add the program or does it overwrite the program? Okay, I think I'm going to just manually do it at this point. This is too messed up. What the heck? Okay. Alright. Okay, this one. Want to manually remove it. No, wait. This one goes to here. I'm going to do that manually because apparently copy pasting causes issues. So we have to remember that when I will be doing the upgrade, I will have to actually do it this way. Otherwise, it's going to mess up everything. Here. That's so messed up. Here. Here. Okay, energy will go way lower. Here. Right. And this one here. Okay, someday I will rebuild those. For now I'm running only on this side. That should cut in half my consumption of those two, of everything. I have half the energy production, but hopefully it's enough, at least for now. Okay, with that much energy I won't be able to overclock this one, but I wasn't even planning to at this point. Okay, can I do any progress here? Nope. Oh, I don't have the exotic stabilization. Oh yeah, okay, stabilization. This one. Out of assembly line space. All of my assembly lines are used. Yeah. Alright, there's one. There's one, there's one, there's one. Okay, slowly fading out. And then new things will be inserted. Okay, then. What else can I work on? Batteries will require space time. Can I start submitting the other things? Okay, I don't want to use black draft matter for different boxes right now. Batteries are the only thing I could do, but I don't want to use spacetime at the moment. Those will use a lot of spacetime. Also, with this stuff, I can also do cheaper. I can skip battery steps with this stuff. Thing is that, do I even need for the astral array? Do I even need a UXV? I don't even need a UXV for astral arrays. Yeah. Before I get into UXV, I will just spam Ace of Harmony. I want to get the Ace of Harmony up to a nice speed, then I will do everything that those will allow me to do. But getting those up to speed is really annoying. Draft. This one is still low. This one is 10 liters per second. 4 liters only. Oh, this one is a white rough matter thing. And it's super slow. Yeah, 1 hour run time. Loading. If I have some... I didn't have anything better. Didn't have anything better for those. Those are using old parts. This one. Okay, 500 seconds. This one. Yeah, it almost takes more time to load the gases than for it to actually run the recipe. Come on, I wanna do this. Okay, I think this one is doing progress. Yeah, crafting for those. It's getting this stuff and it's moving on to that one. Good. There should be multiple assembly lines doing this. Yeah, 8. Good. This one managed to get those into crafting too. This one is still waiting for space time, which is going in here at the moment. Okay. Got to pull out space time. It can be done passively. And also I have another idea. If I overclock space-time, it's going to take more residue, but it's also going to produce more residue. I wonder if there is a point where it produces more residue than it actually consumes, and probably there is such a point. Okay, that way it's going to produce more residue too. Yeah, more space-time and more residue. This one is not as much. I'm going to keep only this one that much overclocked. Okay, So now huge amount of space-time should be produced. Eventually it will do progress. This one, okay, only needs those. Those are all crafting, good. Find generator. Okay, I don't know how many of those are crafting, but I need 130. Should try to get an idea of how many are crafting. Oh, this one is finished. Good, and now it's already doing time dilation. Perfect. Okay, this is the orange one. Stabilization here. Space-time compression exotic. Space-time compression. Okay, this one will get a new recipe in 10 seconds. It already inserted the next recipe. It's only finishing the last slice. 3, 4, 5. Here. Perfect time dilation. This one will be the... Oh, this one is free after that. Stabilization. Exotic stabilization. Space compression. So I am crafting a bunch of exotic space compression. This one is time dilation. Space compression. Space compression. So I should have a lot of space-time compression exotic file generator. It only takes time for it to get out of the assembly line. Leftover of those are useless. Those are used. But I need all of those to start crafting for the next cycle farming. This one, I don't know if it will ever get the space time. So I'm going to start it over here. Okay. Come on. Good. Crafting. And okay, I have 14k of this. Yeah, the next IO harmony, from now on, all of the IO harmonies will be using those. So I should keep spamming those. Crafting those will also take those too. I don't know if I'm going to use this one or this one to stabilize Universium, but this one will be better. But if I start crafting those right away, come on, got this stuff. Where is the time dilation of this tier? Perfect. Exotic time dilation. Basically, this is how much time I need before I can do the next tier. The next black dwarf matter production. Okay, this one. So basically 3-4 minutes to get the first one, and then one every 2 minutes. It's going to take like 20 minutes to get all of this. Then it will take a bunch of time to craft all of those. Stabilization, how quickly are stabilization crafted? This is actually quick because it's 16 slices, but it's still super slow. It takes half an hour to fill it up, then one every 93 seconds. So yeah, it's going to take 1 hour before I can get the next one. But in meantime, I can already start preparing the next one too, the next one. Slowly everything. Did I get any more? 14k. So I have no idea what is crafting, and I should try to plan what to do next. If I start crafting those, it's going to take this stuff, and I don't want those to be taken. So, don't know what to do. I'm afraid of running out of those, so I'm going to make more just for safety. Those are more or less cheap. Just for safety, I'm making more of those. I'm going to use those for the gorge upgrade anyways. Then... how much more than iron do I have? 190 gig. 300 gigs. Don't know what else I'm using copper for. Oh, okay. I can't turn all of my molten copper and molten iron into singularities because I also need it for neutronium. So back to crafting it. How do I manage that? Either I do it by hand whenever I need it, or I go back to the idea of this cell. Yeah, I did remove those two because I love these cells. We'll see in the future how to deal with that. But most likely we'll just be doing those two things by hand. Yeah, it works. Those things work good by doing those just by hand. It was a cool idea, but for how quickly you craft those and how much time you need to stock up the resources, just doing it by hand. Okay, now here. This one? This one doesn't contain any of those parts. And this one requires the highest tier, which is UXP, so I can't make it over other assembly lines. Not sure on what I could do. If anyone in chat has any questions, now is a good moment for asking me whatever you want to ask. Just going to reset all of the CPUs as usual. Why am I making this one this way? I should check all of the fluids extractors. Oh, this one needs one gas. I'm going to check whatever got multiplied in fluid extractors. This one is melting core. Here, then. What got multiplied inside those? Actually, I should just remove every recipe from those. Oh wait, all of the non-EBF recipes must... All of the EBF's recipes should be removed from here. Is that one not EBF? Oh no, this one is our furnace, okay. Gallium arsenide. Okay, this one is from the crystal. Lithium is a dust. Dust. Purified tangum. Tangum, does it have a hot ingot or... Oh, okay, that is furnace. Dust. Beryllium is normal furnace. Oh, ingot. I could use tin dust to save stuff, but whatever. Quicksilver is a thing on its own. Meat extract. Dust. Okay, this one is a alloy recipe. Dust and dust. Okay, those are doing nothing worth of... Nothing that can be done with the gorge. I wanted to check this one. Anything that is heavily multiplied. Okay, honey, not something I need. Thulium, maybe. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one must be moved. This one must be moved. Probably this one. Oh, this one. Why am I doing this one here? This one too. Here. Callisto ice is not an EBF recipe. Vanadium should be EBF. Okay, here, iron, whatever, shouldn't even be a thing. Copper, yeah, iron and copper are not really used. Let's do this one. This one, chrome is an EBF recipe. Infused gold is something that is not too easy to melt. Magnum, this one should be EBF. Osmium iridium, why is this one here? This one is from a dust. Okay, I don't see anything else multiplied. This one, dust, underpass. Those are barely used. Maybe this one. Signalum, away. Okay, here. Ledox should be a normal furnace recipe. What else? This one is kind of special. This one cannot be done properly by the gorge. Okay, I think those are the things I wanted to move here. Radio flux melting core. Whatever can be done with the rest. What? Oh, this one is not. Okay. Extractor here. This one can be done this way with circuit 1. Here. This one must use a gas. Let's go with helium. Here. 11. Here. This one should be circuit 1. Perfect. Here, circuit 1. This one must use a gas. Here will be stuff for circuit 11. This one can be done without circuit. I'm going to drop it here. Signalum must be used with a gas. This one must use a gas. Oh wait, this one. Okay, that one is the basic version. It's not the Cerium version. This one can be done with circuit 1. Good. Osmium iridium can be done. Must use a gas. Here. Samarium. Oh, I can even do that. I'm going to think about it. This one. Circuit. Oh wait, it's hydrogen. Let's use hydrogen. I'm not going to make that much anyways. Okay, this stuff goes here. This one goes here. This one goes back to this file. This one. Since I'm electrolyzing this to get those, I may as well just use those. Straight away those into... But... Wait. EoH farming gives me the magnetic samarium dust. Really? Okay, this one is given by the other planets. Okay, Deep Dark will give mostly this one. Also, I have the pattern to get this one from that one, so I'm going to get it from this. Here, okay. Okay, this one can go back to the batch extractors. Here. Here. Now. Okay, those are crafting, good. Then I'm going to clean up all of the CPUs because I messed up a couple of patterns. This one, there's one, there's one. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. There's one. Okay, good. File generators. Can I make more of those? Good. And tachyon. Let's make 100 millions. Go. Good. I can't get space time to craft. Okay, it's going to be done by other means anyways. This one was doing quantum anomalies. Cover. I'm afraid of Shirabon. Only 50 millions left. Shirabon is the one used in the lowest amount, but it's also used. Let's see here how much I have. 10 millions. Oh no, that's so low. I really need this stuff to work. Why is it prioritizing those CPUs instead of my thing here? Start. Okay. Okay, let's crafting. I really need this stuff here. Okay, it's going up. No, go up. Okay, no. Do I have to shut off? If this one doesn't start going up, I have to shut off more antimatter generators. That's going so low. Is this stuff getting used by other CPUs? Is that being used by other CPUs? This one, this one. This one is assembler. Yeah. Assemblers are having trouble. Component assembly lines to are clogged. Everything is clogged. This stuff slowly crafting. I think I have to shut off more antimatter generators. If I don't get this stuff, I have to. If I run out of this, the antimatter production cost will be higher than the energy produced by antimatter. Okay, those are crafting, good. Come on. Space-time is going elsewhere. I need space-time to craft more of this. When I craft this one, I also craft this one. When I craft that one, I also craft this one. Where the heck is all of my space-time going? UMB motors. This one is eating space-time too. So much space-time used by everything. Alright. Okay, I think this one is getting all of the space-time and it's... Okay, now this one is going at a decent speed. Okay, now it's going up. Good. Okay. Now, am I getting... those are still crafting, non-produced. Also, those... I should have so many of those crafting, but I'm not getting any. All of the assembly lines now are filling up, basically. Soon I should start getting something out. Yeah, this one is filling up, 10. Slice number 10. Yeah, all of those are filling up. This one is in the second part of the assembly line soon. I should have given more power to those. But I mean, it's half trillion. This one is using half trillion EU per tick. I have no idea by now if it is a lot or not, but should be quite a bunch of energy. It's a lot of energy, probably. Like all of the assembly lines are using exponent 13. This one is using exponent 14. Okay. Yeah, I could have given more energy to the assembly lines. This one. No. Come on. Will take some time. I would like to start working on those. Don't know if I'm going to use this one or this one, but this one will be better. Like this one has a success chance of. Okay, now it's 100% because it got the guaranteed success from the PT system, but it should be 40%. The next one is going to be even lower. So this one will really do a difference, but this one will be so much cheaper. I don't know what to do. Probably I'm going to do one with those and then one with those. That sounds like the best choice. So I'm going to recover all of those because I need those to build the thing. Then I'm going to start 48 more of those. Okay. That should cut costs. Like 48 of those would cost 82k. Yeah, I'm going to save up by using those for the first one. Second one will get those. Okay. And it did take a bunch of stuff, but it's alright. It's also taking this stuff, but it's alright. Why does it use dense mysterious crystal plates or pipes? It's making mysterious crystal ingots for pipes. It's still alright for now. Okay. This one is trying to craft super quickly. Residue. Okay, residue is going up finally. But I'm still. Oh, I'm burning huge amounts of exotic. Yeah, residue is going up, but this one is going down. So I kind of have to refit the balance. It will fill up this one. This one is keeping 1 billion only. This machine can only go up to integer 32. Okay, done. So, and soon I will get those. How much more time left? Okay, those are the time dilation. Those are yellow compression. Okay, stabilization will now start being produced finally. And at some point it will start making even more. But it will take time. Okay. Alright. There's one. Soon I will get those. What I'm scared of is I have 126 of those. 138 is 12. Yeah, I need 12 of those to be placed. Okay, 9. Okay, I do have 12 placed. Good, I can build this one. I only need the other stuff. Just got rough matter, good. This one has all of the rough matter it needs. Yeah, perfect. And now I'm stocking up Dark matter for the Universum AFR. This is really the moment of the game where you should leave your computer running AFK for a couple of hours. But I already knew that I should have done magic quests at this point, but people wanted to see meteors, so I did meteors. Nah, it's alright. Yeah, I will never do meteors. If it was by me, I would never do meteors probably. I feel like it's too much of a chore. I don't like magic. It looks cool, but looks cool. Some meteors are really good, but I don't like meteors. Boils down, probably it's a preference. It's like the lineup. The lineup is good, but I don't like it for multiple reasons. Okay, got some blocks, good. Those should now be crafting super quickly. Should be getting like 8 to 10 of those at once, every 1.5 minutes. Taking reach. I must keep under target check this one. Okay, it was 9 millions, but I still want this one to go away. Okay. Do you need anything else? Now it will be a better moment for asking questions. Like, that was not the kind of question I liked to receive during a base tour, but it's alright. Right now I'm not doing anything specific, so if anyone has any question now, you can ask anything. At least make it related to the game, please. And try to avoid asking me my opinion on things. But whatever. Right now it's okay for any question. I'm not doing anything really. Oh, I just got 4 more of those. Good. More will be crafting soon. What is this one waiting for? I think this one is now out of assembly lines. Yeah, I think it's waiting for assembly lines. I should multiply those patterns a little bit more, but I'm not multiplying those. I'm going to multiply the higher tier version. With those, I'm basically done. I think I will never craft those again, so no point in multiplying those. Okay, 61 more blocks. Slowly crafting. Then for the other thing, I already have those. More of those. Those will be super spammed. Nice. Managed to start it. Oh, this one is after those, so it will never get the things. But it's crafting, okay. This one is waiting for assembly lines. Okay, this one has 4 slices to complete. This one is filled up completely. This one is depleting, filled up, moving towards the end, finishing. What is the big difference between normal and advanced stocking input buses? Okay. If you ask that question, I assume you don't even know how this works. Like, there is only one difference. You can read it from the tooltip. Like, you can read in the tooltip the difference. The only difference is this button. This is the difference. The only difference is this button. This button basically allows this one to take whatever it finds in A2. If you click this one, it will automatically take whatever it can find. It's good space. Okay. It's really good for our processing. I will show you why soon. But the real thing at which this one is mandatory for assembly lines. For the way I automate assembly lines, this one is mandatory. And this one really makes. There are a couple of things you can do with assembly lines that only really work well with this one, which is basically here. I insert the recipes in the correct order, and the only way to always get the correct fluid here is with this feature. So A2 inserts the fluid here. Every recipe has a different fluid. The only way of getting the correct fluid here is with this. Also, I had trouble with assembly lines. Like, if I put this one into the second slot, it will have trouble. So if I try to put every possible filter, it will not work. Because with ORS, you have the same thing. It's super good for ORS because that way I can also set the stack size so that it only takes ores which I have a decent amount of. It won't get stuck on every single ore, but only on ores I'm stocking up nicely. And yeah, it's super nice also for this feature. But in this situation, I could put like 6 of the normal version and manually set all of the ores. But this is easier. Mostly, this one can allow you to filter 16 ores. If you do this system, you can have all of us. You can have a whole storage bus worth of filters, and you can also use multiple ones. And those simply will follow the rules of these storage buses. I showed you the fluid version. The item is exactly the same. Okay, ore processing was using that. One is fluid, the other is item, but it's the exact same working principle. This one. Okay. Slowly doing progress. Oh, it almost got all of those. Those are the blocks I'm missing. But I may also be low. Yeah, I'm also out of those. But I should have so many of those crafting right now. Okay. Okay, a lot of this stuff is crafting. I'm going to pull out space-time from here. And wanted to allow this one to craft, then I'm going to requeue up the other thing. Like actually, there go. I really want a lot of those. And then 100 million of those. I have to keep making this stuff. I really need this to keep my power generation going on. Yeah. Okay, yes. Both of those take item from the network. Both of those, okay. This one, the advanced version, can do everything the normal version do. The only thing the advanced one has is this. You don't have this setting on this one. That's the only difference. And both of those, you can set up whatever you want. Oh, come on. Now, both of those, you can do this thing to get all of this to show up. The huge difference is that this one has this button, which will automatically take every single items it finds in EoH. The only difference is that the advanced one has this button, and this button allows you to select everything that is present into EoH. Like you are never going to use this one on the main network. If you use this one, it's only inside subnetworks. Or like you only use this button if you are in a subnetwork where you are filtering which ingredients get into that subnetwork. This one makes no sense if you use it in the main network. But that button is the only way of filtering many items dynamically. Like assembly lines every time has a different items inside, and you can't really filter all of the possible items. The only way to work with that is with the advanced thing. Crafting. Okay, can I do any more progress here? Okay. Slowly doing progress. Did I get any more drop? Nope, zero. This one is now pre-ordering all of the draft matter. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was going to say that. Never use the advanced stocking connected to the main network on a macerator. There are some situations where you want, yeah, this one is normal. No, I did use an advanced talking on a macerator, but I think I removed it. I used it on a macerator to recycle all of the armors from mob farms. Yeah, that's the only example you can use it on a macerator, to recycle all of the drops from mob farms. That's the only situation where it could make sense. But you have to be super careful because if you start getting things from the main network, it's going to macerate everything. Yeah, I think the issue with GTNH is that you shouldn't really look too much towards things you don't have, because I think you only learn how to use the things when you unlock those things and you need those. Like trying to figure out how to use things you don't have access to is confusing. Like it's better to craft it when you can afford it and then play around with it. There are just too many things in GTNH. You have to do practice rather than theory. Okay, now let's see if I can do anything else here. Okay, 100 more blocks placed. Am I out of... Oh, now I'm out of time dilation. Now I'm out of those. But I should be crafting a lot. I don't have assembly lines. I almost want to pause this one for a moment while I get those. Yeah, I'm going to pause this one again and let this one craft. Okay. Okay, yeah, if you never used the EoH before, GTNH, I still think GTNH is a good pack for people who never played the EoH or other things, but if you never use the EoH in other packs, definitely you should start from the basics. Like using stocking, like, Thing is that GTNH, like, you don't unlock advanced stocking input buses in a week, especially if it is your first GTNH run. It will probably take you a long time. So, like, you should play around first with the normal version. Then, when you get the new one, you'll probably have all of the time to play around with it. Like, look at even me. That is like my third Stargate run. I did get way far into the game other times, and right now I don't really have anything to do. I should, like, right now I should be playing with open computers, which is the mode I don't really know well enough. But I don't want to do those things on stream. Like, it's something I will have to keep jumping in the game and back out and in the game, looking at wikis, etc. I don't want to do that on stream. Okay, now I'm going to check again. Antimatter here. How much stuff is in there? Okay, this one is going up nicely now. Oh yeah, good. Do you even have stalking in LUV? Which tier is stalking? Okay, stalking is LUV. Yeah, play around with this one. Advanced stalking. Wait, advanced stalking is LUV. Oh. Didn't know it was that early. Yeah, H is good. Well, there are things that are not too easy to win GTNH. Black Dwarf Matter. This one is working. This one. Maybe I need more assembly lines, or circuit assembly lines. How many opticals do I have? It's just making lots and lots of those. Yeah, with all of the Ace of Harmony I'm building, no wonder I'm constantly out of UXV circuits. Yeah, when it starts to get big, this feature makes it look so nice. Yeah, this is kind of an exception. Okay, if you don't multiply the things and have 12,000 foils left over, it really looks nice when it gets all compacted. Yeah, here it gets all compacted, here it looks really nice. Maybe we can turn on the antimatter production again. No. Okay, I'm probably going to turn on those only if I really need more energy, or if I'm going to do the other way of doing antimatter with the other fluids. I will see in the future. Okay. This one is working. Come on. 21 of those, good. 18 of those. Theoretically, it can craft more, and it's only waiting for assembly lines. But once this one inserts its crafting recipe, it will take like 20 minutes before it does anything. Even more. Yeah. No, this one is not even it. Yeah, 102 minutes time for this. Yeah, half an hour before it starts getting anything. Okay, soon this one will be freed. Right, bunch more of blocks. Good. Theoretically, I have enough stuff already crafting, but I'm going to make more. I'm going to use it for the future episode. If anyone has any questions, no, wait. Okay, that title maybe makes people join for questions. This one. Okay. Slowly filling parts. And I'm going to check. Sometimes those get out of things. I think those get out of sinks and get the wrong amount of contents when I reload the save. This one. 38. 38. 38. And this one is not built yet. This one is loading. 6 more blocks. I done. I'm going AFK 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay, those are crafting. Okay, slowly crafting, slowly crafting. Everything is slowly crafting. This one here. I and this one is crafting. Then if anyone has any question, now is the time. Oh, I'm going to check the gorge. The cork glue one probably got stuck. Okay, what's wrong? Silicon is alright. Radon, okay. Nitrogen, okay. Hydrogen, okay. Lithium plasma, okay. Chlorine, okay, there is a little bit too much chlorine. Americium is okay. There are 2 extra buckets of chlorine. It's this one. So this one. Chlorine, chlorine, chlorine. Chlorine. Okay, chlorine. So this one, if more than 10. Okay. Connection seems right. 10 buckets. And then 10 millibuckets. This one should be 1 and 1. I think that went out of sync when I reloaded the save. So, chlorine here. Okay, now it's working. Probably from now on, I'm not going to leave the game running, but I'm going to leave the game paused. I'm only going to close the game during night. This one is going up. Then, how much more IO farming can I build? Here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to play around a little bit with Excel now. So, give me a moment. Let me also check this square. Okay. Okay. Now, wait. Give me a moment. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm going. Okay, that is the objective I'm working on, but 3 overclock is too much. That's the truth. I don't remember. It should be 10k. What I need. That it should be the universion for the first universion nanites to get the eternity loop going. So one IO farming like that will take 9 hours once it's built to actually get me universion. Instead, if I use another perfect thing here, yeah, it's not worth the cost. With the cost of this one, I can do half of another. So yeah, basically I'm going to spam this one. Once I can get this one, maybe I will get 1 T8 planet. Vega B is really interesting. 1 Vega B. I'm probably going to get 1 Vega B on this setting. and then Gallifreyan. That's most likely the plan. Yeah, I think that is the plan. Okay, back to desktop. I'm going to bring out random musics. Why not? Where is it? Here. There. Random music. No. Is it that low, the music volume? Okay. I did use the replay gain, but it's not working properly, maybe. Okay, I'm not going to fiddle with the settings right now. So. The other thing. Okay, more blocks here. User crafting. Okay, two things. Someone on Discord made me notice that I forgot to enable batch mode on some centrifuges. Yeah, this one. What even is this stuff? Sludge? Ah. Okay, then I had extra chunks loaded. Oh no, wait. The issue with the stuff in the nether. Yeah, I need this one loaded for this stuff. I don't think there is any way. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm going to send this one to Discord. Wait. Okay. Now. Okay. I wanted to add one of those here. I don't know if it does something when I already have the mob repeller, but just in case, there it goes. Right? Then this stuff should be getting restocked properly. Now wait, the other direction. And maybe I could charge up the batteries a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I could start thinking about recovering this antimatter production, but probably not. I don't know. Not yet. Right, done. Yeah, but the ISO harmony are eating a lot. Should probably get some energy. And I think I do need the other antimatter generators. But I have I have issues. I wanted to restock way more vacuum rich stuff, and especially in large fluid, before turning on everything again here. Also, I'm wondering how much shearable I'm restocking. Maybe I'm not restocking much shearable. Should put an eye on that. This one. Here. This one. This one. This one. This one. Fine. Now. Okay. That should give me a lot of energy, and then I'm getting here upon. This one is problematic. Yeah, I should be restocking 100 millions. But 1 million at a time is not much. Once I get Eternity Loop, Shirobon will no longer be an issue because it's going to be a byproduct. But right now, it's an issue. Let's go to add a 0 here. Also, this one will get another 0 and one here. I'm also going to add a 0 here. And let's also have a 0 in there. Right. Good. Right. Then. File generators. Okay, I have a lot of draft matter. So maybe start. Good. More file generators crafting. Let's see if I can do any progress here. Okay, only 5 left to complete this Eye of Harmony. And then I can start working on the universe things. Here. Glue and plasma working, good. On. Okay, completed, good. Going to link it so it can start filling up. Good. Right. Okay, now this one is filling up to this one. Okay, this one is identical to that. Now I can start thinking about universe. So it's going to be 776. This one will be better here, but alphabetical order makes it 767. One block built. Cool. Right. Then I need more of those, but I don't know how many. I have this stuff. So I can probably make... yeah, I'm going to want 50 of those. Those are slower. Those are slower to craft, only due to the double stack. Those are a little bit faster than those. The issue is that I have to also do that. So double stack makes it super slow. And I'm crafting thousands of Dyson Sphere worth of Dyson Sphere parts. Right, I'm crafting. Right. 7 blocks, slowly doing progress. And this one will be the first universe at some point. Mirror of matter. This one is pre-ordering 7,000. No, 1,000, that's not it. Right. Now I would like to get my antimatter production back up. Okay. Before I will be able to use condensed stellar matter, it will be a long time. But before I want to before turning on this one, I want to restock it. Now, here. Yeah, I should probably push those higher up. And I'm also going to change this one. I'm going to remove this one. While it works, it's... not really. Nothing really changed much. There are a couple of differences, but when you ask those questions, I can't really point anything out. There are many small differences. Biggest difference is the mathematics. Prismarine insulator too instead of mica, but all of those are small. Like well, those questions I can't think of all of the things. Like my memory not done for that kind of stuff. No, I misclicked. This one was here. Alright, this one disconnect. I'm going to add a 0 here. 0 here. 0 here. This one is already maximum. And this one can get a 0. Oh, this one can get 2 zeros. This one will be used even by the battle. Basically. Which quest do you want to see? Which quest do you want to see? Like, you can use it for power, but it's not much about being expensive. Okay, to make power out of the EoH harmony, you need those. Like, you need a high tier stabilization to get power out of the EoH harmony. Like, until you get those, it doesn't really make any power. And this one is quite a bunch of expensive parts. Also, this stuff. This is quite expensive stuff too. Now wait, this one here. But you're going to think that you're going to craft a lot of those regardless. If you want to make power out of EoH of Harmony, you're going to need many EoH of Harmony. It's going to be a huge expense. And by the time to get power, you need those. Like, it's going to be a long time before you get power out of those. It's just too much time. EoH of Harmony, like, it does make power. I think it's the best way of making power if you leave your factory on a server running 24/7. If you leave the game running 24/7, it's a really good source of power, but even then, antimatter outdoes it. The biggest pro of power from EoH of Harmony is that it takes nothing. Like, you don't have to make any fuel, you don't have to stock anything. It just works. So that's the great thing about EoH of Harmony for power. I cannot really start crafting this target, but I don't feel like using the space time right now. I could do it, but I don't want to have my assembly lines working on this. Oh, I can't do UXV. Right now I can only make this one with normal assembly lines using 1 hour per part, so it will be too slow. I need the UXV hatches to do that one inside the advanced assembly lines, so way too early for this. This one, there is no page for UXV, there is only endgame goals. Like, UXV page is not here, we only have end goals, and it didn't change. There is one extra hidden quest over here that asks you to do more stargates, but that's it. Most of the times it's no. Nothing. I was going to say it was about not how far, but when or what. Like, don't know how to say. Yeah, most of the time questions don't know how things are, so the question is not really correct. I don't know how to say it. Okay, this one is working, this one is basically done. I wanted to increase the restock of especially enlarged and tachyon. Once I get a lot of those two stock, then I'm going to increase antimatter production again. I should have those, yeah, here. One extra 0, one extra 0, 10 millions, 10 millions. For now, we will keep this one this way. No, those still have no use. Those still have no use. Okay. Oh, those are already crafting. Cool. And I only need those for next day of farming. But I should have a lot of those inside my assembly lines already. But I will want so many of those. I think it's doable to complete GTNH in 1000 hours without ever leaving the game AFK and without having a server running 24/7. Yes, next season most likely will be a speedrun. I don't know, I will do a poll. Because it can be either a speedrun real life time wise with a server running 24/7 or play only time, not server, just like I'm doing now. I think there are two ways of speedrun GTNH, those two which I just listed. Either with server or without server, right? It's two different playstyles even, because one playstyle, if you play with a server 24/7, probably you want to sleep, so you are going to try to organize your factory to do things while you sleep or things. That I don't like. I wouldn't like such a speedrun, not true. Yeah, okay. You asked about the next GTNH run. You asked about the next season. After this season, I will play other things. Next year, next season, probably. Pyedon is the top thing in the list right now, followed by StarTech. I will do pulls to decide. But right now I'm still far from this. Yeah, Pyedon is known for being... Basically, Pyedon is GTNH version of Factorio. No, Pyedon is known for being kind of like a Factorio version of GTNH. Don't know, we'll see. It has been a long time since I played Factorio. I did play it a little bit for the space exploration expansion, but I wasn't liking it too much. Like at a certain point, it's not about the new mechanics, new gimmicks. It's about the core gameplay. It's about the core gameplay. I don't know how to say it. Like the way in GTNH you have A2, the super good A2 of GTNH, having tools like the Gravity Suite and this thing and the magnet, like it's really nice playing GTNH. You have such a good quality of life tools in GTNH. I really like flying around my base like that. I don't know how many other packs you can fly that fast this way. I mean, many have, but probably it's just me being used to it. But I really love the way you use the Gravity Suite with the accelerations and everything. Vanilla Factorio doesn't really need many quality of lives. But, like Factorio, just Vanilla Factorio has enough quality of lives in my opinion. You have boss and blueprints. The issue I have with it is it's the game itself. Like, it's a really good game, but it's not as replayable as GTNH. Like, I'm talking about mechanics like overclocking and that kind of stuff. Factorio, as far as I know, doesn't have anything about overclocking. Energy is just a grid which connects everything. It doesn't have such in-depth things like GTNH. There are many things you can do in GTNH playing around with overclocks and such. I'm not saying like Factorio is a really good game. It's just that GTNH. I like GTNH. I did play a lot of Factorio. It doesn't have the replayability of GTNH. GTNH being so long too. Like by the time you finish GTNH, like the first 200 hours of GTNH are so much different from the last 200s that it's a totally different game. Once I complete the season, I could just start over another GTNH war. It will be completely different. Like, I mean, restarting. The way you play at the beginning of GTNH is so much different. Like, just the way you move to. Factorio 2, you get the power suite with the Exxon Skeletons, but I think you feel it even more in GTNH, the difference. Because Factorio is always 2D too. I mean, going with a pickaxe inside caves looking for ores and flying around building gigantic structure is a little bit different from Factorio. Putting down the first furnaces and putting down blueprints of furnaces. Yeah, the thing about Factorio is that at the end of the day, it's just building processing lines. All you do in Factorio is building processing lines. There isn't much difference between a processing line and the other one. Like, yeah, it's a different processing line, but it's always items goes inside machines, items comes out. You buy add-ons, I think you have to manage by products, and it gets way more convoluted, but at the end of the day, it's always stuff goes in, stuff goes out. Like, there is nothing in Factorio which makes you think, like, do I go with this and match it with that, or do I do this one with this one? Like, GTNH is so good because there are many viable options, and I never know, even there, I'm still undecided if I'm doing the progression right. Like, there are so many ways. You can really spend a lot of time just deciding which way you want to go. Factorio, you just spend time just doing this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, and it's always the same thing. Twisted Space could be an idea, but I'm tired of people asking me about Twisted Space. I did ban it from the chat too. I think if you type Twister, I don't know what it says. Does it tell me to myself if I type this? Does it do anything if you type it? I hope you don't get banned or anything. Well, I can unban you theoretically. Just tell me that on Discord. I should have banned the Twister because I think too many people were either trolling or just joining to ask me to play Twist and then leaving the stream. I got tired of it. Nothing? Well, I didn't see Twist. If you typed the Twist, I didn't see the message. Maybe it's like shadow banned or something, I don't know. I just don't want to see people asking me about Twist. I don't have anything against it. Yes, my idea, if someone by any chance still haven't heard it, is that if you're playing I feel like Twisted Space is only going to be one version behind GTNH, and it's not going to add anything worth. Yeah, GTNH has such a fine-tuned balance that I think it's too easy to throw away the GTNH balance. I haven't played it so I can't tell, but I think it will be just an unbalanced pack. It will be, like, my guess will be that it's going to be unbalanced with more glitches and bugs, and I will be one version behind. So I think I'd rather get the new GTNH feature in the experimental version, which are probably going to be better rather than Twist. Like, I don't even know how it came to be. Like, why didn't those Twist devs actually work with more in line with the GTNH development? But I don't even want to know. Like, I'm not against it. I'm just saying my opinion. GTNH takes many hours to complete. I don't want to spend 500 hours to. Don't want to play 500 hours. And if I'm afraid of playing 500 hours of GTNH with nothing different from the base game, then start using twist stuff, figure out it's either full of bug glitches or totally unbalanced, and have to give up after 500 hours of GTNH, which is when the game starts to become fun, in my opinion. So it doesn't even fix the EoH harmony issue. Wow. Okay, why are you asking me about Nanoforge T4 automation? T4 Nanoforge requires materials I don't have, so I don't have it. Why are you saying automation? What automation does the T4 have that the T3 doesn't have? I never got the T4, so I don't know. I can't make it yet. It's post-Universium, so T4 takes some stuff. Okay, those are crafting. Okay. Component assembly lines are having trouble. This one is crafting. Okay, 61 of those are really inside assembly lines. But there should be way more inside the assembly lines. Oh, those, I'm also out of those. I do have a couple of free assembly lines. Okay, those are here. Okay, those are slowly crafting. Are all of my component assembly line or oh yeah. Whoa, all of those are clogged by all of those are clogged. Also making UMV. Okay, I remember. I just increased the restocking level of UMV motors. That's why. Yeah, restock. Okay, I'm restocking 100k of those. That's what's messing up my assembly lines. Component assembly lines. Okay, which automation do you actually need for the T4 now? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like, isn't the Nanoforge automation just a Cribs? Like, isn't that all of the automation you need for the Nanoforge tier 4? I don't get exactly what you're talking about. Like, isn't that enough automation for this machine? What else do you need? Okay. Let me see. I never built this, so maybe I don't know. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. One, two energy hatches or one touch energy hatch? Check the control. Okay, check the controller, but is there any other way of? This one is the controller. Do I have to build it? I don't think I can build a DT4. Like, I can't make DT4. It requires I don't have Eternity Nanite to check it. Okay. Thing is that I don't think I can do anything really. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't even have to make it default. Let's see. That is the same yellow text of the gorge. Okay, and parallel for mass nanite. Okay. With molten magmatter to increase. Oh. Doesn't it do perfect overclock? Do you really need parallel for with perfect overclock? There aren't many T4 nanites to craft. But okay. Oh, all supplied, okay. Okay, there is a formula I have to think of. Best way is to put it into Wolfram or whatever. To actually apply the parallels to a copy of the output node has to be supplied. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Tier 1 and tsunamis will receive unconditional perfect. Oh, okay, that's the thing. Tier 3 can only perfect overclock with parallel. So the issue is that you can't input the nanite itself. SFM should make it decently easy. One way, okay, probably SFM. You can keep an interface. Probably you can keep an interface with a couple of each nanite stocked up and have SFM figure out what to insert to get it going. Okay, I have an idea without SFM. I know how to do it even without SFM. I didn't even check the wiki version of Advanced Assembly Line. I like my way of automating it. I don't know what the wiki suggests. I think the idea here is to basically use the normal pattern. Basically two patterns. My idea here to automate the T4 will be have the normal nanite. Heck, today my nose is not letting me breathe. I have issues with it. So I did try to go to different medics, never got it. Never got a solution. Okay, this one. So you do the normal pattern, then you need one of those inside it, plus basically you need this one, plus one of those here, plus magmatter. You can put this one here, otherwise HU won't be able to work. Like it can't accept, HU can't craft an item from itself. So basically I'm going to do normal pattern with the parallels and the magmatter. Then I'm going to have nearby an interface which will restock a couple of nanites to get the thing working. Then it could SFM I think is problematic. A better way I have is I'm going to have an HU subsystem which basically will take this stuff. Okay, all of this stuff will be dropped into a subnetwork. Then in this subnetwork there will be an interface which will keep trying to craft this stuff with the nanite inserted, and it makes a fake item so that it doesn't conflict. And the extra nanite can be taken from the interface which restocks nanite. Now that thing has issues because it's not a good thing to have a crafting card. So to avoid that, not sure. So it's only for T4 nanos do not get better. Yeah, okay. Okay. How does it scale up? I will have to input this one into the thing. So you always get at least one magmatter amount divided 2 at 4 minus. So it won't take much. Like basically it's going to be 2 magmatter ingots. Tier 3 requires less magmatter. Tier 4 2 at 4 minus 4 0. This one goes to 1. 2 ingots. Magmatter divided 2 is 2 ingots. So you get 1 parallel per every 2 ingots of magmatter. And if you need the 2 magmatter ingots for each parallel, and every time, regardless of the amount of parallel, you need only one of the output nanites, then it's better to make it go as up as you can. Yeah. So you can just want to do a restock. But you cannot insert extra nanite. Yeah. So either a timer which connects. Okay, the issue is if the machine starts instantly. Most likely I will drop everything into a subnetwork. Most likely I'm going to drop everything into a subnetwork, then have something that adds the missing nanites, and then start the machine. Either with SFM, with the redstone timers and level emitters, or with the dummy crafting cards. Those are the 3 solutions I can see. Drop all of the ingredients in a subnetwork, then either use SFM, but SFM probably won't work nicely, because if you scale it up, you will have to... Getting away for SFM to see items or move so many items can be problematic. Also, okay, I have another idea. Do you need this one to be... Okay, I think this one means you can put it into a crib. I was thinking of something like having... like formatting one of those to contain all of the ingredients required, and then crafting it from this one and having the nanites inside this one, and restocking one of those with the filter ingredients, but it's going to be messed up. Also, you need a with one. No, it wouldn't be too much of a mess. Well, yeah, it could be an idea to make a pattern using filled up storage cells and restocking those storage cells with nanites inside. Would be another idea, but it's a little bit too convoluted. This one is still waiting for drop matter. This one is slowly doing all of these steps. How much antimatter did I get? Antimatter, sorry, antimatter stuff. Yeah, this stuff is trying to restock. I basically don't have any. This one could go more up. No, it's okay. Then all of those are working. I need more of those. But I want to upgrade those once I get EXP. Okay, this one is loading up, cool. And I didn't get anything. Those are crafting, those are... Wait, is the issue assembly lines? No, those are crafting. This one is loading up too. Yeah. Only 2 blocks. What am I missing? 23? Those. I'm out of those. Like I can start. Okay, there. I should speed it up. Yeah, more crafting. Those are slowly crafting. Yeah, I don't have enough of those two. I should have a lot of those craft. Quick assembly line check. Yeah, this one is filled up. It's making a lot of time dilation. This one is making stabilization. Stabilization getting done. Okay, a lot of stabilizations are being done. This one was infinity blue blocks. Time dilation, it's filling up. Many of those are doing time dilation, stabilization. This one is finishing with parts for the stabilization. Mostly was looking for perfect time dilation. This one is all filled up. This one is filling. This one is ending. Exotic. This one is finishing. Yeah, I have a lot of orange time dilation crafting. I have a lot of those, but I also have a lot of yellow parts. Okay, one of those. Cool. This one is trying to craft. This one needs more dark matter. But okay, I think for today I'm going to quit. I want, ideally would like to have all of those working before I quit. Because I think when I reload the save, this stuff gets messed up. The loading gets messed up whenever I reload. 400 seconds. 400 seconds. Oh, this one just finished now. I don't know if I want to wait for this one to restart. This one is almost loaded. I will have to wait for this one. I think it almost takes more time for those to load. Yeah, I did check. In the calculator, it almost takes more time for those to load up than to run. If I had, yeah, this one with 2 overclocks. If I get the 3rd overclock, it will take more time to load the gases than the machine to run. And I could almost remove some overclocks here. This one is only 500 seconds. I could remove it. It will be more energy efficient than this. But right now, okay, I'm going to remove 1 overclock later when I start getting decent amounts of universe. Yeah, once I'm satisfied with the universe in production, I will remove overclocks here, and in the future I will just dismantle. Once I start getting the astral arrays over there. Okay, I would like this one to start and then I will probably quit. But I hope this one can start before this one finishes. If this one reaches like 950 seconds. Yeah, this one 400 seconds. 400 seconds. 400. Okay, all of those will finish in more or less 400 seconds. This one is out of sync, but okay, it doesn't. Will this one take more or less than 400 seconds to load up? 300 left. Yeah, no, this one is not going to load in time. This one is slow too. Those two are white and rough matter. This one. No, it's going to take too much time to load all of the fluid. Oh, I have an idea. If I do that, it should fix itself. It's going to stop loading, but I think the issue is, I don't know if it loses math, it loses things or what it happens when I restart the game. I'm not sure. But I'm not even sure if it happens or if something else went wrong and I thought it was that issue. Maybe it's something else. This one will take too much to load. Okay, you know what? I don't even want to bother. I'm going to use this one to figure out what's the actual issue. Should soon start crafting. Right. Okay, I'm going to quit here for today. Tomorrow we see if those two get messed up or if it was me being paranoid. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.